new Diddy mixtape.
Yeah. Money Making.
Yeah, Triple M.
Yep.
Styles P and Jadakiss are on it. How come you're not on it?
And in Diddy's defense, or my defense, or whatever, I spoke to him last night at a party we was at. Yo, Diddy called me, and Diddy even said out his mouth last night, yo, Sheek, I called you first before anybody to get on this shit. Diddy called me, I remember he hit me and was like, yo, I need you on my project that I'm working on. I said, yo, Diddy, damn, I leave to Canada for 2 months. I won't be back. Then he called me again. I said, yo, damn, I'm be in Australia and Japan or whoever. I won't be back for another 2 months. Like every time he called, I've been chasing it, Vlad. So, you know, and I definitely wanted to get on that project, and I support it and I salute it, but I've just been running around like crazy. Word. But he called, I got the calls. I got the calls hands down.
Right, because it would have been dope to have the Locks.
Hell yeah.
Back on because when is the last time you guys did a project with them? I mean, did a song with them?
It's been a while, man. I seen him last night. You know, we're about to go on tour with him in a minute. He about to make the announcement and shit that we about to go on tour. I think we leave the end of January for like 2 months. Where he doing that No Way Out tour, so it's gonna be sick.
Okay.
Yeah, word up. So, you know, but like I said, in his defense, man, he called me several times to get on that album. Several. I even heard the songs that Styles was working on. I was like, yo, that shit is dope. Like every time I come back in town, but I was leaving touring. I had gotten to this touring thing, and like I ain't even looking back. Like, you know.
Nah, I feel you.
Chasing it, baby. Gotta get that paper, right?
Yeah. Well, he's supposed to be working on No Way Out Part 2, right?
Right. Yeah. I told him last night at Kiss album release party, like, I'm on that. I don't care where I'm at. I'm gonna just fly in, bang out a bunch of joints, and you take your pick from there. Like, you know, he's like, all right, that's what I'm talking about. Word. Salute to Diddy.
How was it working on No Way Out Part 1?
Part 1 was a blessing, bro. I mean, come on now. It was like, yo, you know, I mean, just even when we got to Bad Boy Alone, just seeing them was like the Chicago Bulls. I always tell the story like us walking in and seeing Big and everybody working in there, you know what I mean? Craig Mack and Total, when everybody was like sick for us coming from Yonkers, New York. You know, motherfuckers probably don't even know what the fuck Yonkers is or whatever, you know what I mean? So coming from there, you know, I was looking like, damn, we got in that shit, working with Puff was crazy. I remember like, yeah, it was a blessing, 100%.
Okay. Now, Biggie was actually the executive producer of that album, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So how was Big involved in that overall album? Because Puffy wasn't really a rapper back then.
Nah.
I don't really consider Puffy a rapper, period, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I really look at him as a producer, and that's no disrespect to Puffy at all.
That's real talk.
You know, I look at Puffy as a producer. So what was it like working on No Way Out with Puffy, who's really never rapped before? I mean, not like that. Like, you know, he's done a few little things here and there before then. But like I want
to say like his energy was pretty dope, like to not be a rapper. Like I want to say like coming into the studio with him, he's on 12 at all times. On 12. He'll tell you, yo, if you ain't making more money than me, why the fuck y'all going home earlier than me? I swear to God, I used to tell the Locks that, yo, how y'all going home? Like, yo, nigga, you gotta get, you know, yo, you supposed to, I got all this fucking money and I'm ready to keep working. And y'all ready to go home, like type shit. You know what I mean? And that kind of shit sticks with you. And that energy, like motherfuckers feed off your energy no matter what you're doing. Whether holding this camera to your questions right now. If my shit is dead and I'm not feeding what you need to hear, Vlad, you kind of like, yo, all right, you know what, I'll speak to you later. You know what I mean?
Now, were you guys writing for Puffy back then?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All that, like, yo, all kind of shit. Like, Puffer, he has no problem telling you, yo, come in this room over here, I'm working on a different song. What you think about a hook for this? What you think? Like, he'll like, he's one of those that, like, what kind of idea you think? Like, you know, what's happening out there? Like, what would they say on the streets over here? You know what I mean? That kind of shit.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's your take? Because, you know, since last we talked, the whole Drake thing came out with the whole ghostwriting accusations, and you know, there was some reference tracks that Drake ended up doing.
Right.
You know, Puffy has people write for him, but Puffy's also never denied it. You know, he said, you know, don't worry if I write rhymes, I write checks. Like Puffy has always, you know, accepted the fact that people write for him.
Hell yeah.
And he's more of an executive. But, for example, have you ever had someone write for you?
Never in my fucking life. Ever, and nor will I. Ever. I mean, because you know what? But at the same time, though, like you said, he didn't come from picking up a pen and pad to put his thoughts down. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm an MC, I'm a rapper, I'm a lyricist. Like, you know what I mean? So I gotta claim that shit and stand by it. Like Diddy ain't on that shit. He knows. Like you said, I write checks, nigga. Anybody else that's not writing their own lyrics, I'm not feeling that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not feeling that.
Okay. So when you found out that Drake doesn't write all his own stuff, when you heard the reference tracks.
If I found out that he didn't, because it was never proven, right? Was it?
I mean, it was pretty much proven. There was, when you hear a reference track
Oh yeah.
of someone,
Yeah.
you know, of a song that comes out later sounding a little bit different.
Right.
And no one actually denied it from that camp.
Got you. Nah. If you ain't writing your own shit, it's hard to talk pop shit about it. Like, you know, about how hot you are or this and that. Like MC Lyte said back then, whoever writes your rhymes might as well hold your microphone. You know what I mean? And, you know, that's probably a little too old school for niggas, but MC Lyte said it back then. I don't know who the fuck she was getting at, but she said, whoever writes your rhymes might as well hold your microphone. Meaning like, yo, give them niggas the light, cause, you know, but I still think Drake is talented. I hate to be political about it, but you know, I still think he's talented. Even like Kanye and them kind of guys that might have like a writer with him and all that, they don't care. Like some of these motherfuckers will tell you though, Vlad, yo, I wish I said that. You should have gave me that to say. You know what I mean? They'll tell you straight up. They can't wait to get some slick shit to say.
Right. Well,
but it's hard to talk shit. It's hard to talk shit when somebody else is writing your thoughts and what you present, what you pushing out to the world.
Well, when you look at other genres of music, like someone else writing your lyrics is very standard.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when you look
definitely.
When you look at rock, when you look at R&B,
yeah,
it's actually pretty rare for a vocalist to be writing their own stuff.
True,
it's very rare even in the R&B world.
Definitely in the R&B world.
You have these super writers
out
there. You know, you have the super producers. You know, you have the Black Childs and
of course.
And all these other dudes who are phenomenal at what they do, and you know they shop their songs around.
Yeah,
they find the best. You know, even the Neos of the world. You know,
before
Neo was
that's crazy. Yep.
Yeah, Neo was giving #1 hits to Mario way before you ever heard of Neo.
Everybody. I mean, shit. Ryan Leslie to like all these people been writing these big records. Come on, the Dream. Everybody. I mean, but in rap it's different because it's like it's so critical. Rap is critical, man. Like we held to a certain standard, man. You know what I mean? About what we got mad stipulations on our shit for some reason.
Yeah.
Other genres of music don't have that shit at all. Like they even put an age limit on rap. Rock bands and all the motherfuckers, U2 and them is still on tour making zillions of fucking dollars, but they put an age limit on rap because they wanted to get rid of it. They hoped it died. First they thought it was gonna be some overnight shit, so since it wasn't, they made it like it has to be a young boy shit or don't do it no more. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but that's definitely changed.
Yeah, hell yeah. OGs definitely in this, changed. Man. Word.
Yeah, I mean,
OGs.
I got a feeling like if Jay-Z goes on tour at 70, people will still come.
Hey, you know what? He might still could do it because he's gonna deliver. You know, because if he gives you a hit that's better than Homie's hit that's just came out and he got all like, what if it's no need to stop if you better than them young niggas. Facts.
Real talk.
Niggas be talking about, yo, move over, make way for the new generation. I will, but you gotta give me a reason to move over. You gotta give me a reason, bro. Like, it can't be what I just heard.
No pressure, you know what I'm saying? I'm just having fun with it. You know what I mean? I'm having fun. Like, this is what I do. I really do this for real. So it's like, I know I make the type of music, you know, that could spread out to the world and I could be as massive, as big as an artist as, you know, the rest of the artists on Cash Money.
It was unbelievable to me, but I know he messed it up a little bit once he said all the guns and stuff were fake and he never did shit like that and he worked a job and he got his 2 parents, you know.